A few hours ago, we got upcoming 6.3 updated banners, new skin for Neuvillette, even our favorite girl Columbina finally releasing. A new Adeptus character from LIYUE, plus free Lantern Rite rewards, possibly Chronicle's Wish. And giveaway winner announcement, drop your wood server in this video. I'll pick myself next 15 Welkins giveaway on 53,000 subscribers, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hype the video to hit the goal. So hello my cuties, welcome back. It's me, your Arlecchino, and today we're going to break down everything we know about 6.3. This patch is absolutely stacked with info and hype, so make sure you grab your healthy snack with water and watch till the very end, because this one is going to be wild. Ever had times when your ping jumps, your skills don't work, or you disconnect in the middle of a fight? I had the same problem until I tried Gear Up Booster. Now my connection is steady, and I don't worry about lag. It also makes playing on other regions easy. I can join friends on NA or EU servers without my ping going crazy. The best part is it reduces packet loss, so my skills register right away and the game feels smoother. Gear Up works by finding a faster and more stable route to the game servers, which lowers ping and keeps your connection strong. It's safe too. They work with esports teams and have thousands of Trustpilot reviews with a 4.9 out of 5 rating. There's a free trial code ARLY in the description and pinned comment. It only takes a few seconds to test. My ping dropped to 30 milliseconds with Gear Up. Try it and share your results in the comments. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting off with the 6.3 banners, because this is the big one. Reliable sources have confirmed that Columbina, yes, our favorite girl Columbina, is finally becoming playable in this patch. We've been waiting for this moment since the Fatui Harbinger's teaser, and now she's officially on the horizon. Columbina is a Hydro Catalyst character, and her role is actually very flexible. Early info suggests she's a hybrid, able to act as both a main DPS and an off-field support. That kind of versatility is really rare in Genshin, because usually characters are locked into one lane. You're either a carry or a support. But Columbina's design lets her adapt to multiple playstyles, which opens the door for some insane team building. Let's look at her kit info, because this is where she starts to shine. Her elemental skill provides steady off-field hydro application. This is huge because hydro is the backbone of so many powerful reactions, and having a reliable, consistent applier is always valuable. Her elemental burst, on the other hand, delivers massive hydro damage, making her a potential on-field carry if you want to play her that way. Her core mechanic is themed around music and lunar power, with a concept called the Song of the Welcome Moon. But here's the fun part. Columbina is directly tied to Nod Krai's new elemental mechanics. Her kit is designed to interact with lunar bloom and lunar charged reactions. These reactions are not like the standard ones we already know. They can actually critique. That means their damage ceiling is way higher than bloom or electrocharged, and characters like Columbina are built to take advantage of that. Early testing info says she pairs extremely well with other new characters like Luama, who's a Dendro support, and Durin, who's a Pyro enabler. So, yes, the moment Columbina drops, we're already looking at one of the most broken reaction-based team cores in the game. Now, there are some sources suggesting she might not be a true DPS at C0. Some believe she's more of a hydro reaction support at base, and you'll need constellations to make her shine as a carry. But honestly, we can't say for sure until the beta confirms it. What we do know is that Columbina is designed to be a centerpiece of the Nod Krai roster, and Hoiverse is clearly setting her up as a must-pull. But she's not alone in this patch. There's also another new character, an Adeptus from Liyue, known as the White Horse, or more formally, the Golden-Eyed Saladin Mare. Now this one is interesting because she's actually mentioned in Genshin's lore already, so spoiler alert. If you've read the Liyue book series Moonlit Bamboo Forest or Springs of Hidden Jade, you'll know about her. She's an Adeptus who can transform into a white horse, and she's one of the 8 adepts mentioned in the lore. According to info, White Horse is expected to be a sub-DPS, and if that's true, she could be a very fun addition to Liyue's Adeptus lineup. It also makes sense for Hoiverse to tie her release into Lantern Rite, since that festival is always focused on Liyue characters. Now let's talk reruns, because after the craziness of 6.2, people are curious what 6.3 will bring. In 6.2, we got Durin's debut, plus reruns of Neuvillette, Escoffier, and even Venti. That was way more stacked than anyone expected. So for 6.3, Hoyoverse might tone it down a little, but there are still some strong candidates. The first name that makes sense is Skirk. She was just released in 5.7, and it's a perfect time for her first rerun, especially if her best in-slot support shows up around the same patch. Another possibility is Clorind. There are rumors from Chinese sources that she might rerun in 6.3, especially since Neuvillette is getting his rerun in 6.2. If those rumors are true, pairing her with Columbina would be pretty wild. And then there's the Archon rerun. At this point, the only Archon left who hasn't had a rerun in a while is Raiden Shogun. Everyone else already got theirs. So honestly, it makes sense for Raiden to return in 6.3. But since this patch also overlaps with Lantern Rite, there's always a chance we see a Liyue rerun as well, depending on how Hoyoverse wants to structure it. Speaking of Lantern Rite, let's talk about the event itself, because it's almost confirmed to happen in 6.3. Lantern Rite is always one of the biggest celebrations in Genshin, and this time it's happening in the Nod Krai era. Reliable sources say the rewards will be similar to previous years. Expect 10 free pulls from a 7-day login event and around 1,600 Primogems in the mailbox. That's a decent haul, especially for players saving up for Columbina. But here's where Hoyoverse might troll us again. Remember last time when they pushed the main Lantern Rite rewards into Phase 2 instead of Phase 1? They might do the same thing again. I'm really hoping they don't, because that kind of delay is frustrating. Just give us the rewards right at the start of the patch, especially since Columbina will be right there in Phase 1. But knowing Hoyoverse, we can't rule it out. Now, I mentioned earlier that we might not get a standard Liyue rerun on the normal banners. Instead, there's a very real chance we see the return of a Chronicle Wish banner. Think about it. 6.2 is already giving us the Mondstadt Chronicle rerun, so it makes perfect sense for Hoyoverse to bring back the LIYUE Chronicle during Lantern Rite. This would fit the festival theme perfectly and give players a chance to grab older Liyue characters or their signature weapons. It's not confirmed yet, but it's one of those moves that just feels obvious. And now, the cherry on top of this patch, Neuvillette's skin. Months ago, reliable sources like HXG and Seal infoed that Neuvillette would be getting a 5-star skin, just like Diluc, and the timing lines up perfectly for Lantern Rite. I speculated before that Neuvillette would get his rerun before his skin, and with his rerun confirmed in 6.2, it's all falling into place. A new 5-star skin during Lantern Rite would absolutely break this patch. If it's real, this might be one of the most profitable versions Hoyoverse has ever put out. So, yeah guys, 6.3 is looking absolutely insane. Hoyoverse is stacking so much into these patches, it's actually painful. 6.2 already looks insane, and now 6.3 is coming in even harder. Wallets are not safe, my cuties, and neither are your Primogems. So tell me in the comments, are you saving for Columbina? Or are you holding out for Raiden's rerun? Or are you waiting to see if Neuvillette's new skin is worth it? Let your Arlecchino know down below, because I want to hear what you're planning for this patch. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching. Prepare your primos, my cuties, because 6.3 is going to be absolutely wild. And peace out.